Okay guys, so I'm starting a new series. I can't tell you what days of the week it's going to go up. I'm going to try and get it up like Wednesdays. So my new series is Throwback makeup. Now for each, let me tell you about each part. I'm going to do middle school, high school, and my early 20s. And I'm going to do 2 looks for each time. So my first one, of course, is going to be middle school. I'm going to start out this week with I'm going to start out this week with one of the looks that I used to do a lot in middle school. I am pretty nervous about this and pretty excited, but I also, it's kind of cool to just refresh how I used to put on makeup. I don't know if I can put on the makeup the way I used to, but I know how I used to wear it. I also have some middle school pictures. I'm not gonna throw a whole bunch in there. I'm gonna throw a couple and then save a couple for the next middle school look. And I might actually just go middle school, high school, 20s, and then the next following week do it again. I haven't figured that out yet. So I hope you guys are ready for this, because I sure as hell am not ready for this. Let's get to my middle school look. Okay, so first let's start with my eyebrows did not look this good in middle school, and so I'm going to not do anything to those. And I really don't want to make myself look awful, but I'm going to start out with my foundation. I used to only wear powder foundation. I didn't know what the hell liquid foundation was, and I didn't know what primer was or anything like that. So I have this CoverGirl foundation in ivory, and I'm going to just rub that all over my face, just the way I used to. I like to pack it on. Even if I did my whole face, I always threw some extra on, because apparently I didn't. when you're 11 and 12, 13 years old, you get what you can. Basically, you get what you have. Now, it's funny because most 11-year-olds nowadays are freaking dressing like Kylie Jenner and putting their makeup on like Kylie Jenner. Man, I don't know why they're skipping a middle school stage. They needed to do their shitty makeup like we used to do. Now, the next thing I would do is blush. I was obsessed with, you guessed it, I was obsessed with orange blushes. Not only that, I put a ton on. So, I'm going to do this throwback with this super orange blush. Like, I put so much blush on when I was in middle school that I literally just looked like I was on fire. It's funny just looking back, thinking back. I remember that my skills, I had 0 skills, but in middle school, who the hell has makeup skills? We put on enough makeup to pretend that we were older, and when in fact we were just a bunch of little kids thinking that we knew everything about the world. Come on, you with me, guys? You're with me. Okay, so on to the eyeshadow. This look is going to be pretty simple. We're just using a black eyeshadow. Yep. Black. I didn't do crease stuff. I didn't know what the hell crease stuff was. In all honesty, if I had a sponge thingy right now, that's what I'd be using, because I didn't have brushes when I was in middle school. Oh, let's see. I'll just use this elf one. So I'm gonna put on my eyeshadow. By the way, I also didn't know what the hell eye primer was either. Okay, so I'm done with the eyeshadow, and I'm gonna do the mascara, and I got some eyeliner too. My eyeliner for middle school was just lower waterline liner. I'm just using this Italia Deluxe pencil. Back in middle school, our eyeliner was kind of shitty and we had to light it on fire. A lot of my makeup from middle school was LA Colors because that's what the dollar shop sold. So a lot of LA Colors. I didn't even get the luxury of having the crank up one. I had the sharpening one, which you literally had to like light on fire to melt it because that shit was too dry to use on your waterline. Come on, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. I'm also really excited about the lipstick. I have a story to tell you guys when I put on my lipstick. Okay, mascara. You're about to get the... I wore blue mascara so much. I think it was Maybelline. Maybelline, yeah. Before the big hype on the color mascara, they had blue mascara, and I had one, so blue mascara it is. Okay, so we're almost done, but I have a story to tell you. I don't remember what the brand of lipstick it was, but I had this fuchsia lipstick. So I'm going to use this Sephora cream lip stain to put on, and I'm also going to tell you a story about pink. One day my mom bought me a new lipstick, and it was this intense, bright ass fuchsia lipstick, and I was like, I'm gonna wear this to school today. So I walked to school. I only lived like a couple blocks down from my middle school when we lived in Washington. I lived over by McCord in Fort Lewis in Lakewood. So I was walking to school, and this guy literally pulls over and he's like, hey, do you need a ride? And I was like, no, I'm just going down here. And he's like, I can give you a ride. And I was like, no, I'm just going to my school down here. And as soon as I said that, he took off. He shot out of there like a bat out of hell. And then when I was almost to school, he came back and he was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought you were way older than you look. And I was like, I'm 12. And he's like, oh my god. And then he drove out of there. And I was like, oh, so apparently I was going to be kidnapped when I was 12. Apparently. I don't know. It was funny to me. I was just like, oh, he thought I was older. How nice. Now that I'm older, I'm like, wow, he thought I was older. What a creep. So here it is my middle school look. This was my signature look at middle school. Oh, you know, I had no friends. I had a few friends, but I didn't have a lot of friends. But here it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the little story at the end, and I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.